Alright, so today we're going to continue on with our lesson, and we're going to be talking about synonyms. So I have a little interactive smartboard that we can do together. So what is a synonym? We're going to actually go to this dictionary, and I'm going to click on this button, and it's going to take me to a dictionary, and I'm going to look up the word synonym. Alright, what is a synonym? Now it gives me 3 different synonyms, so I'm going to read the first one. It is a noun, so it's a person, place, or thing, so a synonym would be classified as a thing. And it says, a word having the same or nearly the same meaning as another in the language, such as happy, joyful, elated. So, we can go back to our little smartboard, and we can say that we know a synonym is a word that has the same or close to the same meaning as another word. So if we don't know what something means, we can always use a dictionary to help us. Now that we know what a synonym is, let's use our brains to think about some other words that might mean money. So what words mean the same thing as money? I'll give you a second to think about it. Alright, so there were a couple that I came up with, and the ones that I came up were cash, dollars, coins, change, and funds. So all of these words here mean the same thing as money. So we could say money or cash. We could ask people if they had any extra dollars, which would be the same thing as money, coins, change, and funds. All meaning the same thing. So these are all synonyms. Another great tool that we can use if we want to look up synonyms is something called a thesaurus. Now the thesaurus is going to give us words that mean the same thing or mean the opposite of a word. In this case, we're going to go ahead and use the thesaurus to help us find 5 words that mean the same thing as retrieve. So if we go here, we have our thesaurus coming up, and I'm going to type in the word retrieve. Alright, so they give us lots of different words. So I'm just going to say bring back, fetch, recover, repair, and rescue. So we have bring back, repair, and if I need to go back, fetch, recover, and rescue. Fetch, recover, and rescue. Fetch, recover, and rescue. So we found 5 different words that mean the same thing as retrieve. If you need help with your writing, a thesaurus is a great little book that we can use. We can use it on technology, or if your mom or dad has a thesaurus book at home, we can use this to find different words that mean the same thing to help us that we aren't saying the same things over and over again in our writing. So we have a dictionary, which will help us understand the definition of words. We also have the thesaurus, which will help us find synonyms of words. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to figure out what these words over here, we have loud, burn, bored, and creative. We're going to use these words and we're going to connect them to these synonyms over here on the right. So, what would a synonym for combust, toast, smolder, and incinerate mean? Now, if you don't know, you can always go back to your thesaurus, or you can think, okay, I know that I eat bread, and sometimes I like to eat toast. So, when I put my bread in the toaster, and I push the button down, what is it doing to my bread? Is it making my bread loud? Is it burning my bread? Is it bored my bread? Or is it creative my bread? I'm going to think to myself, alright, I know that toast is getting burnt. So I'm going to connect burn to combust, toast, smolder, and incinerate. What would the synonym for ingenious, inventive, original, and clever be? Now, if something is original or inventive, has it ever been created before? If it's original, it hasn't been created before. So, if we're thinking to ourselves, if something hasn't been creative before, is it going to be loud, is it going to be bored, or is it going to be creative? What do you think? If you said creative, give yourselves a pat on the back. If something is original, it's creative. It's something that you made. All right, the next one, blaring, booming, rowdy, roaring, and turbulent. If we're thinking about something that's blaring or booming or rowdy, are you and your siblings ever rowdy and your mom or dad tells you, hey, calm down, you're getting too noisy? What would another word for blaring, or if your music is blaring and your mom tells you to turn it down, why would she tell you to turn it down? Is it because it's bored or because it's loud? If you said loud, you are correct. All right, the next one. I'm actually going to go ahead and move this over a little bit so you can see these words. It says disenchanted, unconcerned, unexcited, or mellow. If you're unexcited about something and you're really mellow about it, what would be a synonym for those words? You're right, bored. Nice job identifying synonyms to loud, burn, bored, and creative. Now we're going to do something a little bit more fun. We're going to look at synonym poems. So a synonym poem, we're going to think about, what does this poem tell me? So the title of the poem is Loud. Here's what the poem says. Noisy, boisterous, hullabaloo. These things can easily annoy you. So if something is loud, it's noisy, it's boisterous, it's hullabaloo. And usually when things are loud, they can get very annoying. So we're going to look at a synonym poem. We did loud. So now that we know what synonyms are and how we can find them, we find them in the Thesaurus, we're going to complete the following steps to create our own synonym poem. So we're going to choose a word, and I've chosen the word love. Then we're going to find a list of synonyms for this word. We're going to choose 3 to 5 of them, and then we're going to write a descriptive phrase about this word. And if we notice in this poem, what are the last 2 words in each line doing? Hullabaloo and you. They're rhyming. So our last 2 lines need to rhyme. So my word is love. And the synonyms that I've chosen are cherish, delight, enjoy, and adore. And my descriptive phrase is, love is so pure, right down to the core. All right, so I chose my title, or my word, and it's love. And the synonyms I chose were cherish, delight, enjoy, and adore. And then my descriptive phrase about love, I said, love is so pure, right down to the core. Now notice my last 2 words in each line rhyme, adore, and core. So if I were going to write this poem, I would say, love, cherish, delight, enjoy, adore. Love is so pure, right down to the core. We're going to move that to the middle, and we're going to move the poem over so you guys can see it. So my poem is love. Cherish, delight, enjoy, adore. Love is so pure, right down to the core. All right, so my challenge for you today is to create your own synonym poem and send it to me. So remember, you can use your Thesaurus, which is right here. You can use a Thesaurus to figure out some synonyms to a word, and make sure that you come up with a descriptive phrase that lets your last word rhyme with one of your synonyms. Have fun!